Brunei Darussalam is a small but wealthy nation that located on the island of Borneo. Its history dates back to the 7th century, where Brunei once part of the powerful Srivijaya and Majapahit empires. In the 14th century, Brunei rose as an Islamic sultanate and became a British protectorate in 1888 and gained full independence on 1st January 1984. And today, Brunei is a monarchy ruled by Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah. Additional fact about Brunei: for the geography, Brunei coastal plains and rainforest that's surrounded by Malaysia. And for the population, as 2024, the estimated population of Brunei Darussalam is around 455,500 people, and by mid-2025, the population is projected to reach approximately 466,330 people. Some facts about Brunei: rich in oil and gas exports, and also Brunei giving free education and healthcare.
Political system that takes place in Brunei Darussalam is absolute monarchy, who is both head of state and also head of the government. And the Prime Minister will be a president for the Council of Ministers Cabinet and will be advised by several other councils such as Succession and Legislative. All the members of these bodies was appointed by Sultan. Brunei is divided into several local administrations such as Temburong for the eastern segment, Belai, Muara and Tutung for the western segment. Each local administration was headed by a district officer that we call as Mukim. Judicial power in Brunei is vested by Supreme Court and composed by Court of Appeal and also High Court. For now, Brunei is one of the last absolute monarchy on the globe, and its political system is practically structured according to the Malay Islamic monarchy.
Brunei is a small nation but is known for being very wealthy. This is mainly because of its oil and gas industry, which has been the country's biggest source of income for decades. And thanks to this revenue, the government is able to provide free education and healthcare for its citizens. Right now, Brunei is also trying to diversify its economy, so it doesn't rely only on oil and gas. They are slowly exploring areas like tourism, agriculture, and technology. Next, the social aspect. Brunei has a small population, around 450,000 people. The country follows the philosophy of Malay Islam monarchy, which shape how the nation is run and how people live. Islam is the official religion and the society is generally conservative and very family-centered. Citizens enjoy a high standard of living, especially because education and healthcare are free. In daily life, Bruneians value respect, harmony, and a strong sense of community. And the third one is culture. Brunei is known for its traditional arts, including martial arts, music, and handmade craft, which all reflect their cultural heritage. Brunei's culture is rooted in Malay tradition and Islamic values. Respect for the Sultan and for elders is something people strongly hold on to. Traditional clothing is also important, like baju Melayu for men and baju kurung for women.
Brunei is a country whose economy has been heavily reliant on oil and gas production since the initial discovery of oil at the Seria field in 1929. Brunei is still less diverse than other resource-rich nations such as Indonesia, Malaysia, and the United Arab Emirates. According to the national statistic, the oil and gas sector dominates Brunei's GDP, exports, and government revenues, underscoring the country's economic dependence on a single resource base, accounting for over 91% of total commodity export and 76% of government revenue. In addition, Brunei must rely on imports for nearly all its manufactured goods and most of its food. By the time of the second NDP, the primary product exports deriving from oil and gas contributed around 80% of Brunei's GDP. Brunei's daily production of crude oil and natural gas has shown fluctuations over the past 15 years and remains highly exposed to international market volatility. Studies carried out by the Center of Global Development shows that high level of oil income are linked to both low levels of transparency in public budgets and low efficiency in public spending. The Asian financial crisis has caused oil prices to plunge below $10 in late 1998, which caught many oil-producing countries off guard. These financial crises caused a slowdown in economic development, which led to a severe recession, especially in the local construction industry. Over the past 15 years, Brunei's oil and gas sector has endured several external shocks, including the 2008 global financial crisis, the 2014 oil price collapse, and the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic.
Brunei has experienced fluctuation in its inflation rate historically. The notable and significant rise in inflation began around 2021. Inflation in Brunei Darussalam were mainly caused by global supply shock from the COVID-19 pandemic and the war in Ukraine, in which causes imported goods like food and fuel increased substantially during this period and has been affected to those with fixed and low income. Throughout that, the government continues to maintain price stability through subsidies and regulatory enforcement, which minimize imported inflation risk. Inflation largely stabilized compared to the disruption during the COVID-19 pandemic following the effective policy intervention. Yacht unemployment remains a significant concern in Brunei. Many Bruneian yachts reportedly prefer stable, prestigious, and highly paid jobs. They are often willing to remain unemployed while waiting for their role and salary scale in public sector. Therefore, employers often reported that most of the young job seekers lack employability skills, entrepreneurial spirit, and an understanding of leadership. To tackle this issue, the government addresses the existing skill mismatch by enhancing vocational training quality that can help them to equip necessary skills.
Brunei continues to face several challenges in its labor market. One of the main issues is the unemployment, which remains high at around 16 to 17%. This problem mostly comes from a mismatch between the skills young people have and what industry actually need. Brunei also has a very small labor pool, and many local workers prefer jobs in the public sector. Because of this, private companies struggle to find enough skilled and qualified workers. This leads to high-level turnover, where employees often leave private sector jobs for more secure government positions. As a result, business face instability and difficulty maintaining productivity. To improve the situation, the government is taking several steps. A minimum wage order is planned for 2025 to help raise income level. The government is also expanding skills training programs to make sure workers are better matched to industry demand. In the long-term initiative under Brunei Vision 2035 aim to build a more sustainable and competitive workforce. The conclusion, Brunei Darussalam is a small but influential country in Southeast Asia. Brunei also known for its strong Islamic values, political stability, and wealth from oil and gas resources. With a monarchy-led government and a focus on preserving its cultural identity, Brunei has managed to maintain a peaceful society and provide quality public services. As it moves forward, Brunei continues to seek a balance between economic development and maintaining its traditional ways of life.